of course, when we think of King George III, we think first of his so-called madness, the recurring bouts of terrible mental illness, which affected the king from 1788 until the end of his life. For many years, the cause of the king's illness was believed to be an inherited condition called porphyria, but very recent research has shed some doubt on that.
George III had 3 very serious episodes of insanity. We don't know exactly what it was. People have come up with different ideas over the years. For a long time, it was porphyria. It's possible. People now like to talk more about a bipolar disorder, which is also possible. But what is certain is that he had serious insanity for these periods.
The loss of the American colonies dealt an extremely severe psychological blow to the king. Just imagine you had this huge empire. Territorially, it was the biggest empire the world had seen since Rome, and then suddenly a whole part of it is just lopped off. It's gone, it's vanished, it's not part of Britain anymore.
It was a trait of his that if he allowed himself to be upset by something, he really went into a deep state of melancholy, and this was the biggest shake-up of his life that he'd had to that date.
He lost a tremendous amount of land, a tremendous amount of territory, which belonged to Britain, and so that was a personal failure. And George saw it as a personal failure, and in fact, he even drafted a resignation letter, which he never submitted. But it's unlikely that he ever fully recovered from this terrible loss.